what would make sense for like Goku's Nimbus cloud? If you had, I can't remember what those things are called, but the little unicycle,
the unicycle. Actually,
no, not the unicycle thing.
What, the circus thing?
No, not that. Like you've got the little one wheel scooter.
Oh, the little scooters.
The one
you lean forward.
Yeah, that. Just slap some cloud around that, and then you just be. So guys, we are back again. Anime Freshmen Podcast, episode
137.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to us for everything. 137, big number. Shout out to consistency. Snap out for that. Snap out because we're still lit. I need to do things in freeze, or it's just not gonna just snap anyway. Just because
snap for snapping sake.
Just in freeze, innit? All right, cool. So guys, this week we're here with another special guest. So we have with us Fola Cosplays.
Hey.
Shout out.
I don't know why I paused there, but my bad. But anyway,
Fola Cosplays.
Yeah, there's a gap. There's a gap in the name, so it's like, cool. But is it like, so is it Fola Cosplays?
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, so I thought it was like,
it's Fola Cosplays, not Fola Cosplays. No.
That's what I was. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I understand why you thought that, but
Fola does cosplay.
So, Fola, welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for coming through. We're gonna talk.
You.
We're gonna talk a bit. Dressy, fun.
Dressy,
cosplay,
fun.
That kind of stuff. There, just chop it up. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where do we start? Let's see. Where do we start? Let's talk.
What are we talking?
Okay, obviously, you know what? It's a cosplay episode, so obviously, let's just start with cosplay. Let's talk about cosplay then. Let's talk about looks and trends. Let's talk about all the things that we could wear to MCM.
Who is that?
Oh, that went.
Step out for that.
God, you know the way I was under pressure.
The funny thing is, you put out the bag. Well done, sir.
Oh my gosh! Hey, shout out to me though. So,
by the time this drops, it will be just after MCM.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Brilliant timing. So, cosplay. I guess as you're the cosplayer, like explain to us, like, for the uninitiated in the room, what is cosplay?
Ooh, pressure. Cosplay is just
Time's over.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, so it's just you dressing up as a character. It could be from your favorite TV show, anime, movie, celebrity, whoever. Just making it your own. Yeah, it doesn't have to be canon.
Fair.
It doesn't have to be canon, as in.
Because people have this
no, don't
thing
do that.
where
We ain't brought out that word.
Sorry, I don't know how. That's why I did canon, because canon.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be canon, but
No,
why
I don't
not?
think so. No, because people. Okay, I think especially being black, people have this thing where, the character's not black though, so it's not canon.
I've seen that kind of going around, and I never really understood that because
black people can't cosplay as non-black characters.
Yeah.
Well, that's what racists online try to say.
Oh yeah, but they're gonna do that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if we're looking at it, I guess if anyone like those guys who are saying this kind of stuff, right? If they're making that point, then realistically, if you're not Asian, then you can't cosplay.
You know what's mad about that? Because they're the ultimate cosplayers. They'll cosplay as anybody, bro. They'll cosplay as dogs.
Oh my God. But the thing is, I can't remember what the game was. There's a game that came out recently, right? And
Wukong?
No, not Wukong. It's I don't know if it was an Assassin's Creed or if it was
Assassin's Creed. It was Assassin's Creed.
Oh, the one with the Yusuke one.
Yeah, and the main character was black. And
Assassin's Creed Shadows is what it's called.
They were super critical of like what was
everything.
The fact that the main character was black. I remember actually seeing a video of a guy who was so incensed by it. Right, he flew out to Japan, got himself a translator, and asked people on the street, like, what do you think about the fact that like, they have an Assassin's Creed set in Japan with like a black person as the main character.
So hold on, you're saying that he will go out and do a street interview, record it with a translator right beside him, and then ask random people on the street these questions like, yo, I'm a racist.
He didn't, obviously he didn't say that. Obviously he didn't say that I'm a racist. But the funny thing is, right, every single person that he asked about it, they're either like, okay, or they're like, yeah, no, that seems great. Like, let's...
What was his reaction when they just didn't have a reaction to it?
Yeah, in the end, he just had to, like, I think the person who was translating for him was like, I don't know if he's like a streamer or something, but like the person who was translating for him was like one of his fans. So he just got the fan to, give like an interview that, some propaganda there. Like,
you hate it, right? You hate it. Yeah, Jimmy.
Not Jimmy. So yeah, I think it's mad that you see people actually doing that kind of stuff there.
They are. That's funny.
Have you found that that's been a thing for you though? Like more like when you're cosplaying, because obviously you put your stuff on Insta, that kind of stuff there. Like, do people get in your DMs or your comments like, "Right, you can't be cosplaying this character, or you can't be cosplaying that character"?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You know what? What reminded me? Remember, there was one time I did like a Simpsons character, and someone actually DM'd me saying,
"These guys are yellow."
Yeah. He said, "You're not yellow." I swear. He said, "You're not yellow. That's offensive." I wish I was joking.
He meant you're not white though. That's what he meant still. Who did you cosplay as, if you remember?
It was Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob, yeah, yo.
He literally said, "You're not yellow. This is offensive." And he was
said it that quote, yeah?
Yes, he wasn't joking.
He was just tapping.
He wasn't joking, and I was genuinely confused. I was really confused. I actually wish I was lying because that sounds so stupid. But I think he thought. I think he saw it in a racist way because yellow. I mean, it's yellow. Then they're white, but they're yellow. So I don't know. No one's yellow.
Hey, look, you can't expect a racist to be
logical.
But it didn't make sense. He apologized because I was like,
really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, so you had a back and forth in the comments or a bit of a mini discussion?
From because it was a while ago, I think he first commented on the comment section. I can't remember, but I know he did DM me. I do remember that.
So he left the comments and came to you and said, "Fola,
yeah,
I'm very, very concerned.
I'm very perturbed that your skin is not yellow.
Slightly irked. Slightly."
Yeah.
I find it a bit concerning. I'll be super honest with you guys when I see that kind of stuff is happening.
Why?
In the community, because I don't know, just any reason to sort of like X someone out or like, sort of like rub them out of whatever's going on.
But they can't.
They
can't, no.
Of course they can't. But the fact of the matter is there's people there who are going to try to. They're going to, do you get what I mean? But at the same time, like, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you're a part of this community, you're part of this scene, you're a part of this culture, then like, you have to understand that cosplay is also a part of it. And there's people who's going to want to partake in cosplay. So... Yeah. I don't know. It's like I just feel like the way that people gatekeep things and the things that they want to gatekeep is really wild. It's just wild. It's weird, bro.
It's weird.
It's weird.
No, but specifically, for people like us, because I doubt they'd do it to someone who's non-black. I mean, we've had.
They never do.
Yeah, I've never seen.
They never do ever.
Has someone ever voiced their racism to you in person regarding a cosplay character that they feel you shouldn't have dressed up as?
So just keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors.
Literally. Twitter, sometimes TikTok, Instagram.
No, but to be fair, at Comic Cons or events of that nature, it's usually quite
inclusive.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, every time we've gone there. I mean, what's your experience been like cosplaying there?
I think it's quite diverse there. Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's break down some cosplay. Let's talk about cosplays that we see at cons. You're a cosplayer, so actually, I want your opinion on this.
You're the Red Tundra, aren't you?
Yeah, if you come just like dressed in like, like a Tundra jacket or like a catsuit kind of thing, would you consider that cosplay?
No.
Like a Tanjiro jacket?
Like, yeah, just like, that little
Tanjiro,
robe
the cloak thing.
The little cloak thing. Just that, and then everything else is
jeans,
just...
trainers?
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
What if they have the sword?
The little accessory. No, I wouldn't. I mean...
Like, how far do you have to go for it to be
Consider cosplay.
genuine? Like in your mind, anyway. Like, how far do you have to go for it to be cosplay?
If that's the first step that person can take, then fair enough. You know, I mean, if the cloak is all you can do, at least maybe because he's wearing all black, maybe make your jeans black and your top black.
You're saying there are levels to this thing, basically.
Yeah,
So
I think so.
White belt, black jeans.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Black shirt, white button up.
I think that would work.
Mm.
As long because people will see you and see the cloak and be like, "Oh, you're Tanjiro." So I think that would work.
Yeah, because you'd be hard pressed to compare the cloak by itself to a guy who comes. Oh, what did we see that one time? There was a guy who came with like a giant sword made out of like paper mache.
Oh yeah,
But it looked real and the outside was sturdy, so the exterior looked proper.
Paper mache, wow.
It was that and something else, but it said he took him like what, a couple weeks to make. Who was there?
Which con was this? Was this Anime and Gaming?
No, MCM.
I don't remember this one.
Which character did he do?
I don't even remember, but it was someone with like a massive sword, or it might have been who's the immortal Don from Akatsuki?
Oh,
Hidan.
Maybe him. The one that had to do that whole ritual in order to change, and he has to sacrifice to a god or something. It might have been him. And the size of it was like proper realistic. So when he, explained that he had to do this and do that, and it took weeks to make the
the reason I
weapon.
actually said Tanjiro, right, is because I think of all the cons that I've been to, all the places I've seen cosplay and that, I think I've only seen two people who've really gone super in when it comes to doing a Tanjiro cosplay. Like
with the box.
The box.
Oh,
Yeah.
We saw one. We actually had a little girl in there.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to say, I actually saw someone that called the box, and then when we was taking pictures at the Demon Slayer thing, that he had the girl go in the box.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah.
It was
wasn't
big
a
enough
little
for-
girl, but yeah, the box was huge.
Damn.
The box was
He went gym.
huge.
He went gym.
She actually got in, closed the
It
lid.
was on the floor.
Oh.
It was during pictures, so I think it was a Demon Slayer meet. So it was on the floor, and she went on the inside, and
Man, if you just looked at it and walked away.
I doubt there's a lot.
Did the box look proper though, yeah?
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
It did. I don't know how he was carrying that around at con, because that's...
Did he explain how he made it, if he'd bought it, or...
I didn't actually ask, you
No?
know. I was just there to take pictures and videos.
And where was this? A Demon
This was
Slayer
at
meet?
MCM. You know how they have the different meets for different
Anime and
anime, yeah. So
stuff
that was
like
the meet for Demon Slayer.
Do you think it was the guy that we saw, maybe? Do you think the box, the guy
It's a few
that we
years
saw,
ago, though.
No, probably not.
would have been too small for someone to... A few years ago, you said, yeah?
It was
The
a
box
few
that,
years ago,
the box we saw, it was a sizable box, but it wasn't big enough to have a person in
It was
there.
more accessory than actually.
Yeah, but it's just like
The
the
actual
effort.
box.
Yeah, he had a box. Like it was like the size of his back.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
because
like,
that's how big it is on Tanjiro now. Like, because Nezuko shrinks, doesn't she?
yes.
So it is... I don't think it needs to be that big if no one's in there. Maybe just put a plushie in there.
Was she small, the girl that got into the box? And she closed it as well?
No, she made it a little bit close. No, she wasn't small. She was she wasn't small.
She was committed to the act still.
I mean, I've seen online of adults, I don't know, maybe this is in Japan somewhere, of having the actual children in the box.
Oh, that's hard still.
Oh no, there was a guy that had a baby carrier thing on his back, and then kind of made it as a box.
And you was dressed as Tundra as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's cute.
Yeah.
What's the best cosplay that you guys have seen, like ever?
Oh.
Ever.
I
That's
don't
a
even
tough
know.
one.
There was that one...
There was,
Ever.
you know,
It was like a monster. It was like green. They had tentacles. Oh, what was it, man? It was like a character that I'm not too...
Best cosplay? I don't know.
there's a
There's
guy
so many.
that came as I can't remember. It was not last year. I think it was the year before last.
Inosuke?
No, MCM. It wasn't Inosuke. I don't. To be honest, I feel like if you're gonna do an Inosuke cosplay, like number one, you gotta have
The physique.
the physique's gotta probably be there.
No, the guy
and,
that
like,
I remember
things,
seeing, he
but,
kind of
like,
did. And the mask,
No,
the
I
ball
remember.
mask
I
was
remember.
on point.
I remember the guy you're
Yeah.
talking about, but the guy that like the one I'm talking about, I think somebody came as Master Chief.
He
I
was Master
remember
Chef.
that.
He was a chef.
Yeah,
He was Master
yeah.
Chef. So it was Master Chief, but he had like a chef apron.
No, I don't remember that.
That's what you saw.
And then I think there was a guy who's I can't remember exactly what he was, but his helmet lit up. Like it was almost like it was voice activated. I can't remember, but like it was that was quite cool still. But what about you lot?
I think I saw a Bender It was an actual Bender.
Serious?
outfit.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
A Bender?
Bender from
Bender,
Futurama.
Oh, Bender.
Yeah.
Oh, flipping hell.
That was good. Oh.
It looked realistic too, yeah.
Yeah. It was a proper. It wasn't like a small suit. It was like a big, hot in here suit.
Oh, rough.
Yeah.
Flipping hell.
It was that one. I think there was one guy. I think he's known for cosplaying. He did 7 Deadly Sins.
Barn. I know you're talking
Oh, I know
about.
you're talking about.
talking about.
Because he
And-
draws, like, he even draws the contours and everything. I think I know you're talking about.
It's not the. I can't remember his name on Insta. I'm so sorry, but this was like years ago. I think this was like 2022. I used to fangirl him
Yeah.
because his mom was on.
I'm sure. No, I think it might be the same one
It was
because
on
he's
point,
on one of our
like, it
posts
was
from
so
back in the
good.
day.
We've
Is it
seen
not
him,
the
right?
guy that we
Is he the one that does the lean back thing?
I forget.
No, that's the guy. That's the Italian guy. I think you're
Yeah.
thinking of.
I
But it's
think
not
the
him.
Italian guys who we're thinking of.
Maybe.
The
Oh.
one who we interviewed at what do you call it?
They did a Genshin.
Anime
Him,
con.
the Italian guy, and another guy and a girl. They did like a Genshin Impact collab with MCM a while
Mhm.
back. So he was one of them, but his bomb was on point. Like it was, he looked like him so much. Like I was fangirling. Like I still have the pictures on my phone. Legit,
Really?
I actually do.
Screensaver?
That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, that was like one of my favorite cosplays because it was actually on point. The wig, the outfit.
He actually had packs as well.
He proper had packs. He had like a waist like that. It was. It's actually crazy thinking about it. That's why
I
was
rate
like,
them,
wow.
man, because you gotta be dead. It's cold outside, bro.
He
This
was
is no
dedicated to the
joke.
trim. He was dedicated to the trim.
Nah,
Listen.
yeah, honestly.
And this is what? No, MCM during the end of the year is in October time, so
it was October. It was October.
That's not
Committed
good
to the
weather.
course.
That's not good
you gotta
weather.
get wavy
Yeah,
for
to the course.
to fund that one still.
Honestly.
What would you say your best cosplay is then? Like, where have you?
I mean, I would say all of them.
Mhm.
joking.
go on.
I mean, own it. Like if that's what you think.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say my favorite
Mhm.
right now is. I would say I liked my Sanji.
It sounds
Who is
just
that
like
again? One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Is that the long haired girl?
No, the
Guy.
blonde guy.
He's
The
the
blonde
guy.
guy.
Oh, the smoker guy.
Yeah.
The chef, innit?
Yeah.
I don't watch One Piece.
Ah, I thought you'd know at least small.
What a shame.
No. I've seen clips that, oh yeah, shout out to
Have you watched the
Carlton.
one live action?
No.
Just watch that.
Yeah.
It's not the same, but it's the same.
I don't really like live action anime, to be honest. I've been disappointed too many times in my life.
That's fair. I don't
That
think
one
it's
wasn't too bad, you know.
No, I've
Yeah,
heard good
it's
things. I
not
think
that
you
bad.
man kind of
Yeah.
said it was on point still.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
It actually does the anime justice, you'd say?
I would. It gets to the point. I mean, they changed some bits. I think about Sky Island, it was an island, just an island. It wasn't in the sky. I remember they were talking about it, and it wasn't in the sky. It was just an island, I think, from what I remember. You don't remember?
They haven't touched on it in the live action.
So Nami was reading a book or something, and she mentioned
She's the long haired one, isn't it?
She doesn't have long hair.
She's Navigator.
Oh wait, she does. Sorry,
Isn't she the one that
she does. She has long orange hair.
Luffy has to go and fight Leopard Man? Lucci?
No, you're
that's
thinking of Robin.
Oh, what colour is her hair? Black?
Yeah.
Black. Yeah, her
No.
hair's short then.
Nami's ginger.
Yeah,
She's
ginger.
Luffy's love interest, Nami.
There's no love
Luffy
interest.
doesn't
Luffy
have
doesn't
a
have
love
love-
interest.
Oh, no?
There's someone that loves him, but
Yeah, Luffy don't care about no girl.
I'll swear down.
his,
No.
his only love is the One Piece.
Exactly.
Listen, the only thing
Luffy's
Luffy
one
lost
track
for
mind.
is freedom.
Honestly.
Quick, what do you think the One Piece is? Because I've got my thoughts.
No, you don't.
You
No, I
don't.
do. I've
don't
spoke about
do
this before.
Pieces.
Remember, I said I think it will be the ability for what's it called, the devil fruit user to actually swim in water.
Why are you laughing? What's wrong with that?
See,
Why are you laughing? What is wrong
This
with
guy
that?
don't know, you know. He's
That's
one of these
smart,
man.
but
Can
I
you ask
imagine
him I
the
said
One
this?
Piece after all that.
But at
Nah.
the same time, it's like, but
What if you're not devil
why
fruit user?
would? But then it makes sense because
Isn't the majority of that world covered in water, just like this one?
literally.
And they're pirates too.
So what if
Yeah.
so
I
if
hear
someone
it.
who's not a devil fruit user finds the One Piece, they're pissed. Like, because they can already swim.
Okay, fair.
Mm.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
I
you just
mean,
waiting to save her.
I can't lie. I don't think the One Piece. I love One Piece, but I don't think it's gonna be like, oh my god. I don't think it is.
The One Piece was a journey the whole time.
The friends you made along the way.
I'd be so upset if that was what it was.
Why?
What
What would you prefer it to be?
Cop out.
Maybe like a weapon.
Like that's a powerful one.
That sounds dead. Sorry.
I don't know. Like,
Isn't that
just-
Pluto?
What?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I think it's got to be something that it's got to be something on the level that lets you, really, really impact the world, isn't it? Like it's got to be.
Do you think a weapon would do that?
Yeah, if it's like maybe let's say I don't know something that allows them to control all of the ancient weapons, then yeah, maybe.
So there are ancient weapons in One Piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
But someone, what if because now you have it?
Yeah.
Can't someone just get it off you?
No, you got the ancient weapons. Like you're classing everyone still. It's
Not classing.
But
Yeah,
what if there's that one person that comes and just can take it? I don't know.
who's the thing is, you've got like the 3 most powerful weapons in the world at your disposal. Who's chatting to you? Realistically speaking, who's going to take it off you?
Surprised. I mean, you'd be surprised, man.
Fairs.
There's always those crews that want to try, even though they don't stand a chance.
Like wait, is it Bugsy? Is he the one that's
No,
like
Bugsy.
Buggy.
Oh, Buggy.
Yeah, it's
Buggy Malone.
It's Buggy.
Ain't he the guy who's like? The only reason he's got a rep is because people give him his crew hype him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
now convince people that he's actually strong when he's not.
He's not strong.
Buggy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's
he
gone
was-
socks.
I like Buggy, but he's not strong at all.
All right, let's talk more. Let's talk more cosplay. Like
Would you ever go as Buggy?
Yes.
Really? Have you gone as Buggy before?
Nah.
Add it to your list.
I was gonna do it at one point. Sometimes I was supposed to do Big Mom for this one, this MCM, but I can't lie. I was like, I wanted Zeus and Prometheus, and I was like, just
Sorry,
getting
what does that
everything.
mean?
She
Zeus
has
and
like
Prometheus is
her-
a cloud and a sun.
Yeah.
That's
Her
made
rounds.
from her soul.
Dissentient.
Yeah.
For Big Mama.
Yeah.
I love the way he says Big Mom every time.
Oh yeah. I always forget that's not her actual name.
Yeah.
So she has a cloud
And a sun.
Yeah.
and as in a star.
No, yeah, sun.
Sun, well,
Literally the sun, the star, the sun.
What?
She has her own sun.
On the island or in the palm of her
No,
hand?
it's just
No,
like
it
they're just
they
above
follow
her.
her.
She has
Yeah.
a sun and a cloud above her own head.
Yeah.
Big Mama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna do her.
And
but-
they're called Zeus and Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think
Okay.
now the new cloud. I forgot the new cloud's name.
She has a new cloud.
Yeah, because I think the new cloud is with Nami in her staff, right? Oh, am I spoiling? I don't know.
Is this new stuff? I don't care.
I mean, it's quite recent, no?
I don't give a damn. I ain't gonna watch it.
Oh.
But to you guys, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if I just said spoilers about Prometheus. Is it Prometheus?
Hey, look, someone had to channel Carter
I
energy
don't
here.
know.
Carter-
Out of context, nobody would really know unless you're there.
But she has a new cloud
A
now.
female cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that, but then I was like, then I'll have to do her outfit from that arc, and I don't want to do that one.
So the cloud is gonna cheat on the sun with the new cloud?
Pretty much.
well, kind of, yeah.
Pretty much.
No, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Without knowing, you pretty much got on nail on the head.
Yeah.
I was completely joking.
No, literally.
So
more
the
or
cloud
less.
was linking the sun before,
No.
and now
they were both boys.
But the other one betrayed him.
that's why I don't watch
kinda.
One Piece, bro. I don't even know
So-
fucking
I
sense,
think
bro.
Nami kidnapped him.
Nami-
Kidnapped him.
Yeah, this is spoiler territory.
She kidnapped him.
Nami
I
kidnapped the
think from
cloud.
what I remember.
She bribed the cloud.
Oh yeah, because she had like these little things that he liked to eat, so he took the bait and
Scooby snacks.
yeah, he kind of.
Cloud is alive. He's got like a personality and all that.
Yeah.
They were personalities.
The cloud is sentient. The sun is sentient. Yeah.
Like she gives birth to them.
The sword
She
is also
didn't give birth to him.
sentient. The sword
She
in the hat.
makes them and
She imparts her soul. Like,
Oh,
we'll spend an eternity trying to explain
let's,
this to you.
let's dedicate
Yeah.
an episode to teaching Highlander about One Piece.
What?
Because that's going to be a whole
Yeah,
episode.
we'll have
You
to-
actually should do that.
We'll actually have to do that at some point.
One Piece 101. One Piece 101.
Worst cosplay that you guys have ever seen.
oh, boy.
What?
Worst cosplay.
That's mean.
I mean, you don't have to specifically say who it was, but what would they? What
Whoever
would they
reminds
do?
you.
I can't say no one. I can't sit here and be like, oh, this person's had the worst cosplay, because it's like, what if this person is just doing what they can do? That's their best. So not everyone might have the best resources to a great wig or outfits or even makeup. So
On that,
Yeah.
on that note, though, is it like a super technical thing to cosplay to the level where you actually look like the character? Is it like
I
what
would
would you?
Low key, I would say
what
so.
do you have to do?
I'd also say so.
I
Could
would
you
say
mention
so.
what?
Talk
Wig?
us through it. Like, what do you have to do? Like,
I mean, if I won't say I'm up there yet, but I would
No. This is why you're here. This is why you're here.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so like, there's some people that they sew their cosplays from scratch, literally everything. I mean, I've only sewn a few of my cosplays, but some people make it from scratch. Their wigs from scratch.
Wait, you mean they get all the different materials in the fabric and do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Raw, flipping on.
Yeah, honestly, they make their... Okay, I make my own props, but they make their own props and wigs.
Your Gara prop was
makeup.
really good.
Oh,
Your
thank
Gara
you.
prop. That's probably one of my favorite cosplays of yours.
This is why I'm supposed to be making my Tamari fan. Jeez, I haven't even started.
Sorry, for the Gara prop, did you have the whole... What's that thing called?
the gourd.
The
So,
gourd.
I bought beach balls, just blew it up, and then paper mache them. Used duct tape in the middle.
Oh,
to
swear
stick
down.
it together, then just paper mache them. I didn't like the newspapers because it looked weird, so I put over it with tissue, which gave it some type of texture. Spray painted it, drew the symbols, and that was it really.
And it looked on point, yeah?
I liked it,
looked on
yeah.
point.
Yeah, because I was gonna get bigger because of where I live. Yeah, trying to get stuff is not easy at all. Because I wanted it to
what's
be
the term? Foraging?
The foraging.
Oh my god! But yeah, I ended up getting the beach balls from Amazon, but then Amazon was messing about, so I didn't even know if I was gonna have it. But they came on time, got it done within 5 days because the paper mache has to dry. But once it dried, it was fine.
So did you plan this all out? Like, write it down and, you know...
You know what? After con, so let's say after MCM now, I could be thinking about my next one. I already got my next one kind of planned. So I said to myself, if I do go in October, I do want to do Big Mama for that con. Because Big Mama.
Big Mama.
Big Mama. Because that one is a lot of making stuff and I wasn't ready. I was supposed to do Sanji again for this con.
Do you smoke when you do Sanji?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh,
Just
I
there,
had
just-
a cigarette
just cigarette
that
dangling,
fake.
just...
The cigarette I had, when you like
lights up.
it like the smoke comes out if you
Oh.
like blow into it.
Oh.
So, but you can't see it in pictures, but in real life you can see it. So I made sure I got that, but I was supposed to do Sanji again. Which arc? He wears the is it burgundy?
Also, his attire changes or his appearance
One
changes
Piece
depending on...
have
Every arc, they have new
different
fit.
outfits.
They have new fit every arc.
Completely
Yeah,
different.
Completely different.
Also,
Completely
Yeah.
different.
Oh, okay. How many arcs have there been?
Please don't take my knowledge.
We'll save that for the teaching for the One Piece 101 episode.
Oh, good. But I was gonna do that, and I was gonna do Flames because of that arc. I think it's the one. No.
This is One Piece still.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
I
a
was gonna do
character?
that character. Yeah,
Okay.
what Sanji? I was gonna do. I wanted to do it different, but I think it's where he wears the burgundy suit. So
Who was the big bad in that one? If you remember, the big baddie.
I'm trying to remember. He didn't wear the suit in Wano. I know that. It wasn't Whole Cake, was it? I think it was just Rosa. No, I think it was just Rosa.
Wait, what burgundy suit? You sure that's not a movie that he wore that in?
No, he wore a suit.
What, red?
Yeah, it was like a reddish suit.
No, I
Figure
mean
One
the...
Piece
Not
red.
literally red, but I'm sure it was burgundy.
In terms of like the cosplays that you do, how often, like how long does it take to make like a entire outfit, like on average?
Oh, you know what? If I can't lie, I usually do closet cosplays and just put them together.
So what does that mean?
You just buy them.
You buy the whole thing ready?
So let's say a character is wearing a shirt and a top. Instead of buying the cosplay together, I'll just buy from somewhere else a separate shirt and top. If that makes sense.
Is cosplaying expensive?
Yeah. I would say it is.
You just like break down like for the uninitiated in the room, which is all of us.
Not all of us.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry,
excuse me.
I know it is.
Sorry, Pizan.
He's then done...
I've done 3.
No, he done Haikyuu one time.
I've done 3 cosplays.
Haikyuu?
One time.
I did Kei from Haikyuu. I've done Shin from Dorohedoro, and I've done a mashup of Zenitsu.
Shin?
No,
Zenitsu.
okay, I'll give you the
Zenitsu
shit. You
Spider-Man.
know what?
Yes.
Yeah, you did do that.
I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Review, yeah.
Shin from Dorohedoro?
Yeah, Dorohedoro, the one with the heart mask and the hammer.
So
You did.
Cleaners.
let's
Oh,
break
yeah,
it down.
yeah.
Then. Like, how much are we talking to put together a serious cosplay? Let's say we're to have a cosplay catwalk, and you're trying to go for a top prize. How much do you reckon you need to spend on your cosplay?
Cosplaying, you know.
Okay, if I was to give you a character, let me see.
Think of a character.
Jiraiya.
Oh.
What, from
jeez,
Naruto?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much do you think it would cost to put together?
So I would need to buy the
What
wig.
is that, Sage mode? Okay, no, carry on. No, interrupt.
The wig. I like curly cosplays, but it depends on the look I'm going for. So the wig could be, let's say, £15, and then he has a headband, right? But that headband, I've never seen it. So I think you'd have to make it. So getting fabric, depending in my area, it's £3 per meter, and then getting what part is that? What else? The scroll. I don't even know. I would have to the sandals. Yeah, making the scroll. So the scroll would be maybe cardboard.
Would
you get for
make
free.
the 2 frogs on your shoulders?
You know what? You could buy frogs and just like what do you call it? Velcro them. I'm thinking you can get cardboard. You can. Tip though, buying wood or cardboard, I would recommend going to DIY shops and actually asking because sometimes they have it at back. I got my wood for free.
Oh, as in just scrap?
Yeah.
That they'll just give to you for free?
Yeah, literally. I got my wood for free because I was going to buy it, but the lady was like, oh, you can just have the ones that are just there.
Oh, so you told them, look, I need this for a cosplay or costume now.
Yeah, she was very confused. I was like, I'm making a giant fan. And she was just like, sorry?
Did you want
a giant fan?
Yeah, she was very confused. But she was like, oh, okay, you could just take the spare one. So, yeah, tip, cardboard. All these companies just throw it out back. It just asks.
Someone out there's going,
No, honestly, just ask. There's no point asking.
Right, so for you, what's been the most expensive cosplay that you've put together for yourself?
Oh, I'm trying to think of all the ones. I'm trying to think. Why am I'm on all of my head is just Sanji. I don't know. I can't think of any other ones. I don't know. It depends, you know. I mean, that Sanji wig was expensive because I got it from America. But
what, for the blunting?
yeah,
Because I saw you just got straight blonde hair.
it was.
right?
It's curly.
He's got curly hair now.
No, it was no. Oh no, he
Nice
does
thing.
have straight hair, but I wanted it to be
Oh,
more
my
of a
bad.
feminine touch.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, I can't pinpoint right now. You know, I actually can't.
is the cosplay that you do, or let's just say with the anime cosplay that you do, is there a different thought process you do for like the pop culture versions? Because I know you don't exclusively do anime.
No, there isn't. You know, but I just prefer doing anime cosplays. I've never thought of doing. I feel like most of my audience online are anime fans, but it doesn't matter. Cosplay is a cosplay, but I never really think of doing anything outside of anime. If I'm being honest, apart from the Sonic, I've never done anything other than anime. Oh wait, last MCM I did Bride of Chucky, but that was such a last minute one.
Oh, my days. They must have roasted you in the comments, the racists. Hey, man.
No, they didn't.
That's a white no. You're a culture vulture. The fuck you doing? How dare you?
Oh god, nah. I haven't actually gotten racist comments in a while, to be fair.
No?
It's been a while.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a good thing. But
Shout out to you raisers for not doing the dirty for, having many lost months.
You said
Let's cosplay, like in terms of, I guess, cosplaying, right? Are some characters more cosplayable
Than
than others? Is cosplayable a word? I'm gonna make it a word.
I wouldn't say so,
Cosplayable.
you know. But there are some characters that you look at and you wouldn't. I mean, like for example, an animal, or let's say, actually no, Because I was thinking of Legoshi for some reason, but then I've seen people do Legoshi, but they don't literally look like a wolf. But
Leo?
No, Legoshi. He know, like we watch Beastars. He knows.
Oh, the
so
wolf.
It's Carl.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
I
Carl.
was racking my
I was
brain
thinking-
to. Okay, cool. Yeah, you
Because
done
he looked
Legoshi, yeah?
confused. I want to say Leo.
No.
He looked confused.
no, I mean, there are some. What's this character from Soul Eater?
Oh,
The white thing. The white annoying thing that talks
Excalibur.
a lot. That's it.
Excalibur's a prick. I hate him, but I love
That's
him.
it. I think I've seen somewhere online that someone did it and made the whole thing.
What is he? What does he look like?
He
He's a
just
little
has a
white
huge white. I don't know if
creature.
that's a beak.
He's a
I don't
right-
even know.
Yeah.
He just talks a lot.
He,
And that's what
he talks for the world.
Really?
He
Yeah.
basically, like, lore-wise, he's Excalibur, the actual sword.
Okay.
And he basically is super powerful. But to resonate with him, you need to be able to put up with the amount of talking that he does. He will talk for days.
Just saying, for people that just
Non-stop.
watch it, even you get stressed. Not
He
stressed out,
pisses
but
me off.
He
but
talks a lot. I mean, I didn't finish Soul Eater, but
Sacre
sorry.
bleu.
no, neither did I.
You
I
didn't even
didn't
start it.
finish
I didn't
it.
finish first episode.
Oh,
You didn't even start
okay.
it.
I got further than that, but yeah. So like a character like that, you wouldn't think someone would cosplay, but someone has.
What is he like a sheep? Oh, go on.
Oh, so this is a diversion. If I was to cosplay someone from Soul Eater, it would either be Stein. Did you make it to Stein? Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, with
Either
the
the little
Yeah.
Stein or Def the Kid. Those are
Def the Kid.
those are two
yeah.
people that I think
Yeah.
would be sick
Oh,
cosplays.
I was supposed to do. I might pronounce it wrong. Is it Maka?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
the name, Mecca.
I was supposed to do her, and I remember I ordered the cosplay. The cosplay was terrible.
Oh.
This is why I buy bits and put it together because it was.
Oh, you bought it whole that time.
Yeah, it
That's
was
the
like,
one thing.
that was the most expensive cosplay I've bought online. the
AliExpress?
whole- Yeah, it was like 50 quid.
What
I
did you
know.
call it? Ali.
AliExpress.
AliExpress. It was horrible. Quality of the vest, everything. I was like, what the? Nah.
Never again.
I said I returned it.
Heesh.
I returned it, and I've never returned to AliExpress before, but I returned that because it was 50 quid.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was supposed to do a group cosplay, and I was like, yeah, nah.
I can't turn up like
Nah.
this.
Yeah.
I'm Fola.
No, because I can't like bad quality.
No, I hear it though.
No,
You know,
yeah,
like, if you know, sometimes when you're, this is the kind of vibe that I get when I see good cosplays versus bad cosplays. But apparently there are no bad cosplays. But you know, if you think about someone who knows how to draw, right, and then like they come with like all the details and the colors and that kind of stuff there, and then like you see someone coming looking like a badly drawn version of the character.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it. They're kind of just like,
No, look, we've all seen terrible
You know, like-
cosplays.
imagine you're right-handed and you try to draw a character with your left hand.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to think about what that looks like.
That's what that's what bad cosplay looks like to me.
It's entertaining to see
Yeah.
it sometimes, though.
No, it is though. I can't lie to you. It's entertaining to
Because
see.
if you
certain
see, I
times.
don't know, like a guy who's put all like proper effort into doing what's that guy's name? Inosuke. And then you see some Reebok come through looking like man just got, like the Primark version or something.
Oh, not the Primark.
I mean, you might. No, let me not say what I was gonna say.
Question to
I'll
you
come
guys,
back.
because you both cosplayed, like we don't cosplay, but like, you know, when you're cosplaying, do you get into character or is it just about the costume?
I don't
Okay.
follow
Didn't
the
you
character.
roll on the floor, Spider-Man?
Roll on the floor?
Roll
No,
on
like-
the floor.
No, you're
Was
definitely...
that me just chatting shit?
You're making it up.
Oh, okay.
He said roll.
Man said,
That was during the catwalk, I believe you're talking about, right? Are you talking about when I was
No,
the
you had a
Zetsu
sword
version?
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that might
oh,
be
what,
it. Yeah.
did you hear the?
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, but also for the sleep. The whole
That was it. Yeah. I was remembering wrong.
I
still.
got the
That was
character
it.
then, but
Yeah, I
At
think
Blue
so.
Lock too.
I tried to
You tried to do what? Sorry.
get in character. I tried to.
Which one?
It depends on who.
Whoever you're cosplaying at the time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
would you say that it kind of I don't want to say alter ego per se, but do you like, kind of like embody that character?
Yeah, I do try to do that. I mean, at con I try to, but yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, when I was because you know Marv, man at Marv, he also like that's cosplay. Me and him actually did the Dora Dora one at the
Shin.
the
Yeah, I
same one,
remember,
and we did a whole
remember.
little like walking in a circle, and it was kind of
Yeah.
like we got a character and had a whole little I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
Wait,
about.
those
remember.
cleaners. What do they do in the anime
They
again?
clean people up.
Oh,
In black bags and everything. Like
oh, they're assassins or
Not assassins.
They dispose of bodies and stuff.
Oh.
They're enforcers and they do the dirty work.
So when you lot are about in character and that kind of stuff, do people resonate with it more? Is it like
they know the anime, especially Dorohedoro. Not a lot of people know Dorohedoro.
I was surprised how many people
When
know
is
it.
that coming back?
It's
this year.
You know what's so funny? A few days ago, I checked when it said 2025 January.
Oh man!
I'm like, oh,
You checked a few days ago. You said.
I did. I actually did
They're
because I
playing
was
with my
like,
heart.
I remember they said we're getting season 2, but when? But it
Durosexuals.
said 20.
Is that not what they're called?
That's a piss
You
take.
just said
So
that.
I'm just like,
Because you know what's funny? We done a
Doroheads.
review episode on Doro a few years back.
Duro in the hole. Sorry.
Is that what's called?
oh,
Duro in the hole. Episode.
And
What number?
up
Duro in the hole.
until the actual episode, I mean, we'll remember this. I actually hated it, but whilst describing what my thoughts were, I realized I actually ended
He had
up
an epiphany party for the episode. He was like, he was sitting there pissed off before he wrote. He's like, oh, this is such a shit anime. And as we're
Oh my
recording, he was like, wait, I actually like this show.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
I'm actually waiting for it to come back too.
Wait,
You should read it.
So wait, are
Oh, you read
Dorohedoro?
the manga?
I've got the whole
Are
collection.
we?
Swear down.
I
I just-
love Dorohedoro, man. It's the only one I've got the whole collection for.
I need that
Nice.
world building to wait. So we're at now.
Are Dorohedoro fans actually called Dorosexuals then or no?
Yeah? What? I've never heard of that.
No,
I've never heard
have I
that
just
either.
made that up.
You must have made that up.
Oh, where'd she get that from?
Dorosexuals.
No, because I was saying shout out to all my Dorosexuals like it's a thing. Isn't
Hey,
it?
look.
Like, it's not...
I like Doro. I ain't taking that name.
Oh, okay,
Nah.
my bad.
Nah.
Sorry, I
That's a crazy name.
didn't know.
Would you go? What's the main character in?
Kaiman.
Would you go as him? How would you go as
He's a
him?
lizard.
Liz man.
Could you pull it off? Do you think? Could you
As a
actually
lizard.
make the cosplay?
Oh.
You
That
think?
would be quite difficult to do, though, wouldn't it?
Literally, because he's a lizard.
Mm.
I wouldn't. It was like it's them ones where you would have to like paint your face. And if I was, so, making me think. So
The cogs are turning.
maybe paint your face somehow and maybe use tights, business tights to like get the scale look.
This is a cosplayer.
and stuff like that.
I
was
never
thinking
would've
about
guessed
it.
that.
Cosplayer.
This is like where I think to myself, right, this is where it'd be great to be like a makeup artist or something, because surely if you're doing it the way that I would think about it, like you need like a paper, you couldn't have a paper mache thing, but you need to sort of build Kaiman's head around your head, because you know when he opens his mouth and you can see who's actually down there.
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, you
Oh,
can,
yeah.
innit?
That would be smart. Wow.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
but obviously that would take a lot
That's
of
really
time.
his body
innit?
in there, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's. I
It's his
swear
head
that's
is
someone
in
else's.
No, is it not? Is
That is.
that's just the next guy.
I'm
innit?
not saying anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm
sorry.
saying.
Because you read the manga.
Yeah.
She has manga. She knows manga stuff.
I remember reading somewhere that that's not
Well-
actually Kaiman.
You're not actually.
What, this is a guy,
You're
this
not
random guy
supposed to
stuck down his
say-
throat.
Oh yeah, my. Hey,
You're
look,
not
I'm doing
supposed to
a
say.
Kato. I'm
You're
doing a
doing a
Kato.
Kato.
Here. Shout out to Kato. He's not here. You
Shout
know.
out to Carter.
Do you know, there's one question that I've asked a few cosplayers, and they always go, "Well, that's actually a question I didn't think of." I might have already asked you this before, but I don't think I have.
Mm.
If time and money wasn't an obstacle, who would you cosplay as?
Galactus.
Oh.
With Galactus, damn.
Who's Galactus?
The actual Galactus.
He's a Marvel character.
He's
That's why. I
He's
don't-
literally as big as a planet. Eats planets.
he's in galaxies.
I got Silver
in
Surfer,
galaxies.
you know?
Yeah, do you know what I was
Go
thinking?
Silver
Maybe,
Surfer.
because, especially if I could get myself properly chromed out and like
Not
it
chromed
reflects
out.
and stuff. But I don't know. I need to get in the gym a bit
And
more.
you could
before
use a
that.
hoverboard or a
Time and
drone
money
thing.
it's not an option, so the money
know
is
what
going
I'm
to
saying?
make it a
but
hover.
I've seen people use a hoverboard for, not a hoverboard, a skateboard for Goku's Nimbus class.
Nimbus!
Yeah.
I've
Hey.
also seen Ogun from Fire Force.
Do you know what would make sense
Ooh,
though
okay.
for like Goku's
Nimbus?
Nimbus cloud? If you had, I can't remember what those things are called, but you know the little unicycle,
Oh, the unicycle. That's it.
no, not the unicycle thing.
What a circus thing.
No, not that. You know,
Sorry.
like you've got the little one wheel scooter
Oh, the little
thingy where
scooters.
the one
Oh,
where
you lean forward.
Yeah, that- just slap
Oh,
some cloud around that,
Oh.
and then you just be.
It's funny you say
know
that.
what I mean?
I'm not seeing it still.
It's funny you say that. Someone went down my street playing music.
Do you know?
on that for
Do you know what I'm
today.
talking about though?
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It's got pedals.
yeah. You just stand on it.
No,
and
no,
then-
no.
Is that
I'll show you.
Is that not the hoverboard that they tried to ban at some point? Is that
No,
No,
not
the
that.
hoverboard is like the little.
Wait, do you
I
mean
feel
like a
like that
wooden
would work
plank?
better.
Same technology, but it's kind of it's like a giant wheel. You kind of stand on, like a wheel between your
Oh,
legs.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like the hoverboard would work better.
Mm.
I'm not seeing what this wool thing is about.
Because you put the fake, you use cotton, not cotton wool.
Oh.
Okay, that would still work though.
That's what you meant about leaning forward. For Goku's Nimbus.
Yeah.
But how would you because you have to lean down, bend your knees to sell it now. You can't do that, can you?
I mean,
Goku don't fly the Nimbus. Leaning forward.
How Michael Jackson is.
Do the moonwalk.
I don't know. I didn't think this is the technicalities of cosplay. This is why I don't cosplay, because I don't like these technicalities here. And I would want it to look like what you see on the TV, innit? So I don't know.
That's why I thought a skateboard would be better, because you're actually
But then you have to push every so often. That kind of just takes away from the mystique.
Okay, then that's why. What about the hoverboard? Is that not better then?
Yeah, I guess so. But then
you gotta understand, Jed will argue.
No, but it's the same thing as the what do you call it?
No, it's not.
No,
I don't think it is
because you're still leaning. You're still doing all of this.
But your
business,
feet,
you're still
because it's
leaning
the
forward.
wheel. Your feet is like that, whereas the hoverboard is a bit more space with your feet.
Yeah.
So it looks
you put
more...
the cotton wool around your feet.
Yeah,
cotton
wool.
wool.
Saying it's not cotton wool. Stuffing. That's it. You use stuffing.
Okay.
But how would you sit on it?
Technicalities.
You would. I mean, that's why a skateboard is better, low key, because you can sit on a skateboard. I've seen it online.
Can't you use wool, sheep's wool, and paint it?
Wool, that's long.
Oh really?
Wool is wool. That's why you use stuffing.
Hey, look,
what you put in.
I submit to your expertise.
You know what? We've done the entirely wrong episode. We should have just figured out how to put together a cosplay in this. You know what I mean?
No, to be honest, I cut corners. I took the commission route.
No, but you were just starting off though.
You know, Spider Woo on socials.
Yeah.
I got him to commission the Spider-Man Zenitsu thing.
Upside down.
Oh.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy.
Oh yeah, you've done Zenitsu
Dorohedoro Shin guy.
and Haikyuu boy.
K from Haikyuu.
Yeah. Did you dye your hair for that one too?
I did. The only reason that I haven't done more cosplays is because I procrastinate, and then when it's time for the con crunch, I'm like, I can't be bothered. Obviously, you know what con crunch is like. You're currently undergoing one.
I am because I haven't finished both my props. I haven't even started one, and I'm going con on Friday.
So for you, as a cosplayer, what's the biggest event of the year for you then as a cosplayer? Is there a cosplay mania?
A cosplay topia?
It's only MCM, you know.
That's the main thing, yeah.
It's only MCM. I feel like this is where the UK is lacking, man. Because, sorry, I saw today that they announced Megan Thee Stallion is going to be at DreamCon. And I was like, wow. We are slacking.
You know,
what we have is MCM.
But I think the thing is as well, over here we don't have that many cons in general, so it's one of those.
Well, hold on, did you say DreamCon, RDC's thing?
Yeah.
I'll swear down.
Everything's gone massive. But we just don't have that many cons over here anyway, so it's
we don't.
We're just kind of, if it's not
And it's the
MCM,
UK,
then
man.
it's
They don't
Anime
do
Con.
stuff like
If it's
properly
not
anyway.
Anime Con, I don't know that many people that go Mega Con. Anime and Gaming Con,
have
maybe,
you been
but
Mega-Con?
Yeah.
What's it saying?
So I went last year and it was okay. I went this year, but I was super late.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By the time you got there, most of the stuff had already, or most of the people had already gone,
yeah.
come and gone.
Literally. Yeah.
I remember our first con.
Oh, when was that?
What, MCM?
No, it wasn't MCM.
Oh, what, the first con that we did?
That we went to, that
Well,
we
as a
attended.
freshman?
As we attended as a freshman. It was the London film.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, jeez.
That wasn't our first one.
That wasn't our first one.
I think that was our second.
That was, have you been to that?
I remember that one,
No.
though.
It's
Damn.
in Hammersmith?
It's Olympia.
Olympia.
Yeah. I've never been to that one.
Yeah,
Because
no.
it says
Let me
film.
not say nothing.
Is it bad?
It's
It was
conclusive.
an experience.
Yes.
It was an experience.
There were
Bad.
there are some inside jokes
We met
that
some
will
cool
live
people
forever.
there. No, we met
can't
some
actually
cool
say
people, like the D&D people. Like, we met some cool people.
The
D&D?
D&D people.
We met a couple of D&D people.
Gee,
And
I
then-
don't. You know what? I've erased that entirely from my memory. I can't lie to
It
you.
was that bad. Wow.
No disrespect to that con or whatever, but no, I don't remember.
I really enjoyed getting something to eat after.
Oh
What
yeah,
year
to be
was
honest,
That was a
that?
highlight.
the food was great.
What
Yeah.
year? What year did you go?
2020.
2019 was the first MCM.
Was it 2020? No, so it wouldn't have been. I think it was the first one after lockdown.
Because we went before, the first MCM we went to was before lockdown. When it was like, they had that whole like sick gaming area where we played Son of Goku and that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And they still had a lot of interactive things that you could do, you know.
I remember that one was definitely like first half of the year, so it must have been after lockdown.
What, for London Film Con?
Yeah. So
1920.
21.
Potentially 20.
Yeah. Because there were people there, so...
I think potentially 20 is either, if it's not 2020, then it's probably 2022. Because that's when stuff started coming.
It might have gotten better since then.
2 minutes. Maybe give them the
Yeah, we
dues.
might.
It could have been.
We might have to drop by one time and then see what they're saying. You know?
What?
Fairs. Okay, cool.
Were there cosplays there?
Yeah, there was a couple.
Okay.
There was a couple. When you go to cons, do you take part in like the cosplay I mean, I guess you can't really call them competitions, like, you know, but the catwalks and that kind of stuff.
I never have, you know.
I'm
too scared.
Why?
I don't know what's it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why
I'm just too scared to do it.
Because it's not more. Is it? I think it's more of a showcase than a competition.
It's more of a showcase.
I don't know.
Well, I think it needs to be. Do you know what? I feel
go
like
on stage and show off your cosplay.
Yeah.
Or like pose and all that kind of stuff.
We need a competitive cosplay scene, though. I feel like that's a thing that might need to happen. You know,
hello, that's our thing.
Prize money, and you get what I'm saying.
Oh, if you do that, I'll look in.
I might need to we might need to look into.
You said prize money.
Yeah, I feel like
prize money.
Like, you know, like competitive cosplay, and you know, everyone's just really, really going hard to pose it out and stuff. You know, people just coming through you know,
JoJo's pose.
That's what.
Pose.
I was getting that confused earlier. The Bond thing. You know when I said when he bends over, that's JoJo.
Yeah,
Stars?
JoJo.
Yeah, that's what I got confused with still.
But yeah, I think that would be sick. Like, you know, competitive cosplay scene. We need to maybe.
That would be cool.
So you've never done an MCM or any of the other?
No, maybe like events, but when you have the cosplay.
You've done it at Anime and Chill, right?
Yeah, I've done it at Anime and Chill. Yeah.
So if they have one at MTM this year, would you consider?
I don't know. I don't know.
You should, you know.
I should?
Yeah, yeah. We'll be there to support you do it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If I was to do it, it would have to be, let me think, what cosplay? I would say Saturday's cosplay. I mean, tomorrow's cosplay is a very simple cosplay.
Tomorrow's?
Tamari.
Oh, Tamari. Who's that again?
She's from Naruto. The girl with the big fan.
Oh, okay. And you're going to make the fan too, yeah? From scratch?
Yeah.
You know, randomly, there's someone that recommended to me that we should attempt going to residential cons across the UK because they're quite good. They're ones that are usually based up and down the country that are more like based in usually with like hotels. And I think one that she mentioned, they do like a cosplay chess where people basically will be on two opposing teams and then you need to basically move across the board in character, which sounds like an interesting concept.
That does, you know.
Cosplay chess.
Throw some alcohol in the mix and...
You might have yourself
B12.
a good time.
I said B12.
All right, cool. I forgot what I was gonna say now, but like I'm now stuck on the competitive cosplay thing. I really, really would like to. I genuinely want to see that happen. You know, like guys, after this, let's sit down and actually start brainstorming. This might need to be our new event. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
And then we just need a name for it now.
Yes. Fuller?
Oh, fresher. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Clash of the Causes.
Just because.
Sponsored by Fola Cosplays.
Hey.
Cause. Okay. We'll call it a day there. To be honest, my god. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode,
No, hold on. We ain't done. What are you watching?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Nothing.
and on that note,
I tried Free Reign a few days ago, and my focus wasn't on it, so I was like, yeah, never mind.
Oh, right. Hey, how did you describe it again?
I think it's really good. Like Free Reign is great. It's a great anime for when you're doing laundry. Like, you know, it's just great to have in the background. You don't need to follow it too tough.
I hope that when this episode drops, that Free Reign is the anime of the year.
How do you watch it?
Was it not free? Was it not
doing laundry?
Year?
Free Reign.
Yeah.
So because you have to.
last year.
But was it not anime
you watch it
last year?
so
No, it wasn't nominated last year because
What, Freeran?
So who won last year again?
For Anime of the Year?
Yeah.
I believe it
can
was...
fly.
Sorry.
Leveling Solo?
No.
Leveling. Sorry.
Wait, what was Anime of the... What was
I
even
actually can't
nominated for
remember.
Anime of
Yeah,
the
you
Year
think
last
we'd all
year?
know it still?
we should.
We should know it. Like, we do an episode every year covering
was-
this thing. Was it not... I think it was...
It wasn't Jujutsu Kaisen, was it?
That's what was in my mind.
I want to say JJK.
It wasn't. Was it?
Nani?
I thought it was
Wait.
Freerin that one.
No, it was...
Um,
No, it's either... I'm pretty sure it was JJK. Because, like, it was Bocce the Rock that was up there. Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, JJK. Oshinoko was in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jujutsu
And
Kaisen
then
one.
Vinland Saga. So it was JJK then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you're not watching that at the moment now?
No, So the last anime I watched was Demon Slayer. I just caught up with that last arc because I had been putting it off for ages. But I've tried to watch anime for a while and I just can't get into it.
I know that you're a big Nana fan. Is nothing really scratched that Nana itch since you watched it?
You know, I watched that 2 years ago, and then Paradise Kiss 2 years ago. Have I watched? And then I caught up with One Piece, but I stopped at Egghead
Did let it build? Because that's what I do.
because I wanted it to build up, but then they said they were going on the break, so I was like, ah. So I probably won't catch up with One Piece until next year again. I don't know when Egghead arc is finishing.
Good strategy, by the way.
That's what I always do.
At every start of the arc, I think Fola does it as well. I will kind of stop watching One Piece for a prolonged period of time to let it build.
Yeah.
And then when I heard that it was going on a hiatus, I was pissed off. I was like,
Also,
now
Right.
I need to make that thing longer.
I do that as well.
Right.
Yeah, Jed does it too. One
But
Piece
how
is
long
better-
is the Egghead arc gonna be? Because
Probably a couple years.
yeah, because Wano was
What?
how many years?
Wano was like
It's
2-3
3
years.
I think it was like 3 years. Yeah.
I think I could see Egghead.
Highlander's going, wait, you guys wait multiple years for one arc? Yes.
That's wild.
No,
still.
you know what? I can't. When I binge watched Wano, I said to myself, "There's no way people waited for this every week. There's no way." And I can't imagine. Obviously, there's the manga, but what if you're not a manga reader and you don't want to read the manga? So then what? I couldn't imagine doing that.
I'll do a thing where I'll go, you know what, let me start watching. I'll watch like 50 episodes. I'll be like, wait, I've caught up. Okay, back on pause.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was the pacing that slow? It's slow as hell, isn't it?
I would say it is.
Drags.
It
But
used to
I
be
like
Guys,
it.
tomorrow
It
going
drags.
next door. That's, oh boy.
Pre-time skip was good pacing. A post-time skip, that's when they decided to drag it out.
Yeah, it does drag. It does.
Again, we're gonna put this in One Piece 101. Because, but yeah, guys, this has been today's episode. If you enjoyed the episode, and of course, holler at us on the socials. You know where we're at. So Instagram, not Twitter. What's the one? X now. We're no longer
Nobody
on.
calls it X though.
Okay,
I
so
think they
this
do.
is Twitter.
No, I've never heard anyone call it X.
The only one that
you know?
calls it X is Elon. That's the only one that calls
Literally,
it
I've never heard anyone say X.
Snapchat. We're not.
No.
You guys are on Snapchat?
We are not.
We're not.
We're not.
We're no longer on
We were
Snapchat,
never
guys.
on Snapchat, technically.
No, we were on Snapchat.
We
though.
made an
We
account, but we
were.
never posted on it.
We were never on. Okay, apparently we were never on Snapchat. We're on Snapchat. No, we're not on Snapchat now. Sorry, but we're on TikTok. That's the
Yes.
other
Oh, okay.
square. That's the other portrait app that we're on, isn't it? So yeah, we're on TikTok. We're on what do you call it? YouTube. YouTube.com/anime freshman. Obviously, we're on Twitch as well. We do the streaming every now and then. That's twitch.tv/anime freshman. Join the Discord from that. It's anime freshman on Discord. If you want to holler at us, then you can do so by jumping in the DMs. But if you want to do something more official, let's say like talking about giving us money to do something for you, then of course, hello@animefreshman.com. Speaking of which, our website is animefreshman.com. If you like blogs, animefreshman.com/blog. We're on LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn, guys.
Oh,
Link us on LinkedIn.
For professional purposes. Yeah.
For professional purposes. Link us on LinkedIn, guys. Is that what you do on LinkedIn? You link people, or you
headhunt.
just... No, but
Right.
what's the name of the verb that when you connect with someone on LinkedIn? Is it not link?
get
Or-
I have
LinkedIn?
no idea.
link us on LinkedIn anyway.
know.
Do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, that's it. We obviously big thanks to our guest Fola. Fola, do you just wanna
definitely? We're not happy.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
Fola, do you want to let them know where they can find you and where you're gonna be at in terms of cons and that stuff this year?
So you can find me on Fola Cosplays, Fola Cosplays on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'll be at MCM 3 days. So yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, we're gonna see you in the next one. Until then, you know the drill. Don't say anything, anyone.
Keep it fresh.
Joe hates the phrase "keep it fresh."
So cheesy.
But it goes, though. It goes.